I'm back for the Belle Collective reunion. Now, y'all seem to have liked the what was that, 7 and 8 episode, the last 2 episodes of the season. Y'all seem to take very well to that. So I said, okay, well, let me come back for the reunion. Listen, I got the phone in my hand, I'm watching it, I'm gonna review as I go. This is not really, my typical type of review. These days I just been in the mood to run my mouth, and so I do that no matter what I'm doing. Cause currently, like, this is what I have going on in the background because I just got the urge to throw a lot of my stuff out. And so, yeah, while my nephew was in the tub, I said, let me watch the Belle Collective, because what I really wanted to do while I was cleaning out my closet and stuff, I wanted to go live and talk to y'all. I don't know if y'all are open to that. It's like, what, it's 12 now? I don't know if y'all are open to that. But then I was like, well, I should watch Belle Collective reunion, make the video, and then, go live so we could talk about it and everything else. But it won't be like a typical live where I'm just standing still. I'll be in front of the camera, but like in front of my closet and in between my bed because I'm moving stuff around. So I don't know if y'all would be open to that, but I definitely have the urge to go live today. For some reason, I just want to run my mouth. So y'all let me know if y'all are interested in me going live, maybe around like 2, 3-ish. Let's like just put that out there, and I'll look in the comments to see if y'all are interested in that. I might even post on the community tab as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this review, right? Or the reunion. Look wise, the set looks really nice. I'm not mad at the set. I don't care for that neon bell sign in the middle of the flower arrangement. The floral arrangement is really pretty, but it definitely cheapened the look with the neon sign for me. Y'all know how I feel about sequins. If you don't know, I'm not really that fond of a lot of sequins when it comes to reunions. It just gives me prom. It's just played out, and I would rather see different materials. But if I'm going to say that somebody gave me best dress, for me overall, it's Tambra. I loved her hair. I love her outfit. It's the only non-sequenced dress out of all of the ladies. But out of the remaining ladies, I would say my favorite look is Aisha, because it's very simple. It's just very simple. I like the gown. I like the way it fits her. I like her hair. There's a lot of blue sequins going on. You got Aisha, so Gucci, Letitia, and Selena. They're all wearing blue. Now, when I seen Selena before the reunion started, I said, girl, what is this? This is giving Cinderella realness. With the blonde hair and something about her dress just really gave me Cinderella. And now I'm looking like, oh my gosh, all y'all wearing these blue sequins. I didn't care for Marie's dress either. I don't know, something about like the exaggerated parts. I don't know. Something about it I'm not really too fond of. I do like Gucci's dress. I just don't care for her hair selection. Letitia, no. I don't like Selena's outfit either. I feel like Selena had the worst dress. They just don't. I already said who I like the most, so let's just not even get into that. So the ladies get onto the stage. I don't know if it's my TV, but the quality of the show looks very gritty, and I'm not used to that. Like, my eyes were trying to adjust to what I was seeing. Are y'all the only ones am I the only one who had that issue, or did y'all have that issue too? But the ladies get on stage and they show, basically what happened throughout the season. Aisha bringing the women together for the Belle, whatever the hell, Belle correction. And so Letitia was like, initially when she got the text message, she felt some type of way about it because she thought it was fake, because Aisha has her phone number and hadn't talked to any of them in 7 months. Okay. Welcome to reality. Welcome to reality TV, because that happens all the time. On the off season, the ladies don't talk. They only see each other when it's time to film. It's now time to film. So yes, she's going to send you out a text message so y'all can shoot these scenes. This is your 5th season on the show, so act confused if you want to. But her comment, Tisha's comment, did nothing for me. It did not make me look at Aisha any differently, because a lot of us viewers, we already know how this reality game goes. So yeah, her reaching out to you when the cameras are up is very fitting. That happens for a lot of reality shows, duh. So really feel like it was one of those things where Tisha is feeling some type of way that Aisha is pretty much stepping on her toes. She's been stepping on her toes since she got on the show with the whole Ferris Street situation, and now in the opening of season 5, here she is trying to be the leader of the pack and trying to bring the ladies together when Letitia feels like that's her job. These are her friends and all these things. So her and Aisha, they get into it. Now Letitia is thanking Aisha for bringing her and Latrice back together because you know that they were not on the greatest terms. Now, at some point last season, I did clock out of Belle Collective. So I don't remember everything that happened, and I don't know everything that happened because I did not finish the season out. I don't know why, but I didn't. But I do remember seeing like clips of Marie and Letitia like standing over Latrice. So my thing is, yes, she brought y'all back together, whatever the case may be. But even still, I do remember Latrice saying that she don't trust Tisha because of the way Tisha was acting last season. I'm on the side of Aisha. Y'all came together to go against her. Like, especially at the end of the season, let's say that. Because they haven't really even been all that close throughout the season. It seemed like they got close once they had a common enemy in Aisha and Willie, because we already know their husbands don't like the colognes. Aisha said that she felt some type of way about Latrice not liking her because she was her favorite, and she felt like Latrice allowed Letitia to manipulate her. Yeah, because this is the same one who was trying to little girl you last season, standing over you in the position as if she, you know, would throw hands with you if it ever came down to it. So I don't really understand where Latrice is coming at Aisha talking about, you know why I don't fool with you for that ghetto stuff that you pulled. But your good sis, Letitia, was standing over you with Marie last season. So it's selective outrage if you ask me. Carlo asked So Gucci about her relationship with Aisha because they are really close, and said that does she feel like Aisha is misunderstood amongst the group of ladies. So Gucci said it's all in Aisha's delivery and that she doesn't have the same experience as the other ladies. Aisha's comeback for that was because you're not intimidated by my confidence. And Latrice said that she's not something to be intimidated by, but y'all are intimidated by her because y'all were trying to get her off the show. So what does that tell you? Carlo asked Aisha if she felt any type of way that Latrice and Letitia feel like she don't belong on the show. And she said no. The music that they played was trying to make it seem like she was about to have like this aha moment or this moment of reflection. And she was like, no, it's Latrice and Letitia. Duh. They conspire, they manipulate. Why would I feel some type of way about that? Thank you, because she already know who she dealing with. So we get into Dr. Marie Monroe and her storyline for this season. I feel like she might have been the only, no, not the only one, because so Gucci had a storyline too. They have more of like the defined storylines. So we touch on her. Why is you lying about that BBL? Because Carlos was asking the ladies who got plastic surgery. And she said that the ladies are forcing a BBL on her. Said that with lupus comes inflammation and things like that. So now that I guess she's in remission, everything had went down. She did get her face reconstructed. Girl, is that a fancy way of saying that you got a nose job? Because if you're trying to tell us that you didn't, then I know something. And she said if we were to see her with no clothes on, that we would believe that she does not have a BBL. Okay. Tisha, what do you mean you tried to get a BBL? Does that mean that they sliced you open and played with your insides? Because she said something like she wanted them to take out more, but they didn't. But honestly, I'm sorry, no shade. Tisha, girl, you look stuffed. You look stuffed, and she looked like she had slimmed down last season, and she looked like she picked that weight right back up. I don't know what's going on. But back to Marie. So she still doesn't know what's going on with the whole house bang bang. She said that the police are still investigating, but she hasn't heard from anybody. You know what? I actually agree with y'all when y'all say that she needs to see what her kids got going on. I agree. Because girl, what? Why is your house getting bang banged? Yeah, those boys, they look like they could be in some trouble. And a lot of people didn't know that she had 3 sons. I was like, y'all must not be paying attention on the initial seasons. And I'm sorry I keep moving the camera around, y'all. But Marie, I always thought that Marie had 3 kids. I know she had her daughter, and I thought she had 2 sons. I didn't know that she had a 3rd son. But yeah, your nose is crusty. You cannot be in my video with no crusty nose. But yeah. So she might need to see what them boys got up their sleeves, because they probably have something to do with that. Sorry, not. So when it comes down to Essie, they said that Essie is doing fine. She's back and forth to Alabama doing some tests and stuff to get a lung transplant. And oh yeah, they touched on her family too. Your family is a bunch of haters. You don't owe them anything. It's not your fault that they're not getting their lives together. We see this time and time again. And it's like, okay, you've provided them opportunities. And if they don't want to take it and run with it, then what is there left to do, girl? Yeah, start leading with your head or your mind, because, girl, feeling bad for them ain't gonna do you no good, because at this point, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Fuck them. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, too. Sophia, no, ma'am. When Carlos was like, all these ladies on this stage here are successful, and she sneezed, I thought that she genuinely sneezed. But then when they went to commercial break and came back, I seen that she was actually trying to be shady. That was totally uncalled for, unnecessary, and girl, don't do that, because you quickly can lose all of the things that you have. I did not think that that was okay, and y'all know I love me some So Gucci, but no, ma'am. She was trying to take a dig at Selena, I guess, but luckily Selena didn't really take the bait. She seemed pretty unbothered by it, but I feel like she was out of order, and that was totally unprovoked. So then Selena, speaking of, we start talking about her being the new Belle of the cast and everything, and Carlos asked how it feels for her to be a part of it. She said that she likes it. She's with her girls, and Carlos was like, okay, so what about the other side of the couch, which was Marie, Tisha, and Aisha? And she was like, you know, Marie is my girl. Sometimes it's a little iffy with Letitia, but she meant Aisha. I said, girl, know your castmate, sis, because what? But I understand why she feels like it's a little iffy with Aisha, because of Aisha's relationship with So Gucci. Even though Selena and Aisha, they went to elementary school together, so they have some type of past. But yeah, she said that Letitia is her girl. But they start going back and forth, her and So Gucci. And Selena said that she's So Gucci's storyline ever since So Gucci joined the show. And she's the reason why So Gucci is there. And I'm glad Carlos asked why, because I'm like, yeah, how so? How that happened? She said that she put in a good word to Latrice about JJ. And as a result, his wife became a Belle. Okay. And so Gucci was like, I mean, you putting in referrals and whatnot. Why wasn't you a Belle? And she was like, because I wasn't ready. So Gucci said, why wasn't you ready? And Selena was like, because I lost my son. Don't play with me. So, all right now. I don't know if So Gucci was trying to be funny when she asked that. I mean, it felt like that could have been a genuine question. But also, because Sophia was starting off a little shady to begin with, it could have been shade. I feel like I wouldn't be mad if somebody took it either way, because yeah, So Gucci been shady, especially with that success part. So so Latrice said that she did reach out to Selena to inquire about JJ, and Selena was like, yeah, him and Sophia, they good TV, like, yeah, go ahead and go for it. Now, according to So Gucci, she's like, you got a track record of lying, Latrice, so I don't really know about that. But my thing is, like, whoever reached out to you, like, recruiting wise, so Gucci, they didn't tell you who referred you, who recommended you. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like she doesn't know the answers about who got her on the show, or the reason why she's on the show. I don't know. So Selena said something about Sophia lying, and so Gucci is like, okay, well, if that's the case, why would you recommend him, talking about JJ? And Selena said, because she's not a hater, that's the father of her children. They've always had a cordial relationship. And even Timber and Latrice was like, y'all have been to events and y'all sat next to each other and there's never even been an issue. Like, nobody knew that there was any type of pressure between the two of y'all. So then Carlos is like, okay, so what was y'all relationship like before Belle Collective, her and JJ? And Selena said that they had a cordial relationship because of the kids, and now they don't have a relationship whatsoever. And what's sad is the fact that they're essentially letting this show be the reason why they have all this hostility and drama within their family, which is ridiculous. It just takes me back to the diva. Shout out to the diva, Erica. And she was saying that they literally let this show be the reason why they got physical with each other. And that is wild. I'm sure my background is just like an eyesore for y'all. My bad. I got a lot going on. But, yeah. And then it's like, okay, so what prompted both of y'all to get rowdy last season at Latrice's event? Like, that's what's really going in the back of my head. Like, okay, who gassed up Selena? It probably was Latrice, because we know Latrice, she loved to bring somebody on to be messy. Probably pumped her head up, and so Gucci feeling like, girl, you stepping into my territory at this point. And so that was probably boosting her head up too. Y'all need to get this shit together. Now, Gucci, you was contradicting yourself when Selena said they don't have a relationship because they just don't. And so Gucci was like, well, that's y'all's experience. You know, I don't have anything to do about that. Selena like, okay, well, why you bring it up then? So Gucci, because I'm going to stand 10 toes down when it comes down to my husband. You talking negative about him. First of all, refrain from the B words, just like Carlos said, because that's how things escalate. Like, so Gucci is very feisty. Now, this is one of the reasons why I like her, but she's being very feisty, and it just seems uncalled for. And we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But if you are trying to make it right with the family and just keep the peace, that I feel like you need to refrain from all of that. Girl, my goodness gracious. And then it's like, girl, you're contradicting yourself. 1 minute it's her experience that she had with JJ, and then the next you want to stand 10 toes down. Don't negate her feelings. Like, don't negate her experience with him. You wasn't there, so you don't know. But like, I don't know. It just seemed like so Gucci is just ready to like go off the deep end when it comes down to Selena, and Selena not even giving her all that energy. They touch on the kids' relationship with JJ. Now, Selena said that prior to this situation, she did not speak negatively to the kids about JJ. But now with certain things, she is open and honest about it. She said that Star, you know, she's been around. Sky is just now coming around to get her relationship back on track with JJ. And Sanjay is just over it because she feels like they always have to be the ones to reach out to JJ. It's never him reaching out to the kids. So that is definitely a problem. If your daughters are constantly reaching out to you and you're the problem, whatever the case may be, then you need to get it together, JJ. Okay. So then they touched on her fiance. He does a roadside assistance company. He used to be a truck driver. He sold his truck so he could start that business. So Gucci said that he's a drug and he a thug. And Carlos was like, are you going to invite any of the Bells to the wedding? Yes, everybody but So Gucci and Aisha. But okay. They touch on So Gucci and D, you know, wanting to unalive herself and all those things. And Gucci said that she really didn't realize that D was still going through the same things that she went through, like that neglect that she went through as a kid. Because remember, D said that Gucci was putting all of her time and attention into JJ and neglecting her kids and showing up for JJ's kids, but not tending to her own. And so she said that Carlos was like, are you shocked that this conversation came back up again? And she was like, yeah, because by this time she thought that, you know, everybody was grown, everybody was cool and all of that. But girl, no, that's what she was like. Yeah, I came to realize that she still need her mom. We seen a scene with her two kids and they was working it out or whatever. But Carlos is like, okay, what, you know, experiencing that, does that make you want to give Selena some grace? And she said, yes, but I was with Selena. Are you sure? Because you have been going at Selena since the moment she got on that stage. I have to agree with Selena. And I even said that in a previous scene. Like, so Gucci, you have been doing the absolute most. And so, again, she's contradicting herself, because under one breath, you saying that you do want to give her some grace, or you did want to give her some grace in regards to that. But then when Carlos asks how she feels about Selena being a part of the cast, she says it doesn't bother her because Selena is beneath her. No. You got way too much motherfucking dip on your chip. You do. And I don't like that. I don't like that. This whole time I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm just irritated watching this, because Gucci is doing too damn much at this point. Like, you're making it easy for people not to like you. You're making it easy for people to root for Selena. And like I said, I thought that Selena was going to irritate me this season, because I really was not fond of her last year. But she came on the show. She really wasn't doing a lot. It was more so her daughters that were, you know, I was like, I don't know about that. But her as an individual, she really wasn't bothering me as much as I thought that she would as a full-time castmate, even though she was operating as a friend of, to be honest. But that was an issue for me. You feeling yourself a little too much. And even the ladies was like, yeah, because you, last season when they got into it, Tambra was like, yeah, because you did say that, you know, this is your show. Yeah, and I know that's how Gucci feels some type of way that Selena has came into her territory. Yes, Selena was on Bring It. And then now, so Gucci is here, and she already did a season without Selena. And then Carlos didn't want to be messy and add JJ's ex-wife to the cast. But whatever. They also talked about Selena and So Gucci's dynamic, and how they feel like when JJ and So Gucci got together, when they took the girls in, So Gucci and Selena had met each other. So I guess midway or whatever the case, that's when they got to know each other, because according to So Gucci, she feels like Selena is a reason why the girls don't fool with her now. And it could be like, you know, who is this? I don't know her. She watching y'all, whatever. You know, the girls not liking this new adjustment. They probably telling their mom stuff, you know, whatever. But it's just a mess. And at this point, So Gucci damn sure don't want peace. I don't know about Selena. I mean, she's more so operating in a way that she is not really giving too much energy to So Gucci, only when warranted. But So Gucci, you don't want peace, girl. Carlos is right on the motherfucking money when he's saying that the common denominator is JJ. He is definitely the center of the ladies and their issues, because like I said in the last episode, Gucci had been trying to have a conversation. Well, you know, she was trying to avoid her, but she was adamant at some point she did want to have a conversation with Selena. But it was JJ who was so against them having a conversation. And so when So Gucci went against the grain in New Orleans, it still seemed like JJ was not that receptive to them having a conversation. And I'm also with Tambra. It seems like he don't want to try to get together, start exchanging notes, start going down timelines, building a relationship, Selena opening up and sharing her experience, X, Y, and Z. That's exactly what it sounds like, because I know a lot of y'all have been saying that Selena has her own YouTube channel, and in that channel she had spoke about how JJ is a cheater, he was abusive and all these things. She even said that he's a cheater, or, you know, she said that her ex or her fiance is different from JJ because he's not a cheater, he's not, you know, this and that. So it's like he don't want her to get to know or get insight on what life looked like before So Gucci and what could potentially happen to her in a relationship with him and all these things. And Carlos was like, look, at the end of the day, y'all not going to be right until JJ is on board with y'all being cool or cordial, whatever the case may be. Okay. Back up. But yes, go wash your hands.
Done.
Go wash your hands.
Done.
So Yeah, he was like, because you should be celebrated for trying to make amends and, you know, build the family back together. But instead, you getting pushback. So at this point, y'all not going to be good until JJ is cool with y'all being cool. I said, thank you. I mean, let's keep it a buck. I appreciated Carlos in this moment, even Tambra and everybody else who seen the shit for what it was. Because Gucci even, you know, admitted, like, yeah, you know, he probably is in my head when it comes down to it. Yeah, he is. Get a grip, and I really hope that Carlos brings this up to JJ, and I'm interested to see what his response is going to be. So we get this surprise. It's Antoinette. She come out, and you know, I guess she got some unresolved pressure about flirting with Glenn, child. So she here to clear her name and clean teeth. So she gets out on the stage. She says that yes, Letitia is the biggest issue amongst the group because she'll be your friend behind closed doors, and then on camera, she want to pull stunts and shows. Okay, I'll give her that. Because Tisha is definitely fake. She is the villain of the cast. I mean, look at how she was acting with Gucci and trying to force Selena upon her at events, trying to blindside them and everything else. And how, you know, she's one way with Latrice, and then under the next breath, she's another way with her. And the fact that she had her hands in what was going on with Tambra, too. So, yeah, I will give Antoinette that. Tisha is the villain. But Antoinette's cameo was a flop. Also, Tisha, you telling her to get a man? Flop. Get a man? Okay, yeah, so what? So he can, and not all men cheat. But girl, if you're saying this in comparison to Glenn, so he can cheat, so he can have supposed babies on you, and you find out the results on the reunion, girl, what? You one step away from performing a damn song to him at the reunion, like Drew. So girl, what is you even talking about, Tisha? But they both are annoying to me. And I don't feel like it was necessary for Antoinette to be there. And Tisha was like, oh, she needs a check. She's not even practicing. So if that's the case, then you really look foolish. Because you talked all that shit about the show and then you brought your ass back. So, yeah. Anyway, child, I don't have Antoinette to do. I don't have Tisha to do. But, yeah, I'll be here next week. I do apologize for this chaotic ass review. My nephew was up here. It was, you know, in my room and all that other stuff. But let's get down in the comments to talk, y'all. And as far as like going live, I mean, y'all can still tell me if y'all want me to go live, but it's not going to be at the desired time because it's 3:30 right now. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.